Hi guys! Today I'm reviewing the Braun Multiquick 5-speed immersion blender. Immersion blenders are perfect for blending hot soups in the pot, pureeing, making quick mayonnaise, salad dressings, smoothies, and whipping cream. This Braun is 400 watts and has 21 speeds. Included is the hand blender weighing 1.8 pounds and a BPA-free plastic beaker. The beaker holds 20 ounces or 600 milliliters. There's markings for ounces and milliliters. The power cord is 47 inches long or 1.2 meters. The blender is black with a stainless steel shaft. It has a comfortable soft grip handle. The spin wheel is up here and you can move it with your thumb. The speed button on off is the top one here. The second button is turbo. Use turbo for the best results. You can purchase accessories separately like the chopper or whisk. Just click these two buttons and add the accessory. To use, attach the shaft to the motor. You'll hear that click. Put the shaft into whatever you're blending and then turn it on. Don't turn it on first and then put into your food because you'll have a mess. Press and hold the button to use. Move the shaft up and down gently until everything's blended. Because of this flower-shaped design, there should be no splashing. Speed 1 through 21. This is 1, 5, 10, 15. You can clearly hear the difference in the speed settings. I'll show you the mayonnaise recipe from the instruction manual. Pour oil into the beaker, 1 whole egg, and 1 egg yolk. Add the eggs to the beaker, vinegar, and salt. Place the hand blender at the bottom of the beaker. Blend at maximum speed until the oil starts emulsifying. Blend on turbo. With the hand blender still running, slowly raise the shaft to the top of the mixture and back down to incorporate the rest of the oil. When you make dressings and mayonnaise in a food processor, you have to add the oil slowly through the lid while blending. With an immersion blender, it's just one step. Add all the ingredients to the container and blend. Thick, smooth mayonnaise. Unplug it. I like to wash this right away with some soap and water. It is dishwasher safe. I'll transfer this to a container, wash it out, then make whipped cream. After you make mayonnaise, it will be stuck under the blade here, so you do have to spray it with some water if you're going to wash it by hand. The blade is very sharp, so don't touch it with your fingers. Now I'll whip some heavy cream. I'll pour in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 8 ounces, 250 milliliters. Again, use turbo. This happens really fast, so do be careful. If you do it for too long, it will turn to butter. You can see you've got nice whipped cream here. You do have to mix it a little bit at the end, and that took only about 30 seconds. You can buy the whisk accessory, which is specifically for whipped cream and egg whites, but this also works. You just have to be a little bit more careful. You can of course add some sugar to the cream before you start whipping. Now I'll make a smoothie with frozen fruit and milk. There's some frozen whole strawberries in here, so we'll see how the immersion blender does. There are also blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. I'll use turbo. Frozen fruit will of course take a little bit longer than fresh fruit to blend, and you will have to stop and move the blender a little bit and start processing again. Because the strawberry is so big, I think it got stuck on the bottom for a little bit, and I moved it around and then I processed the strawberry. You see there's no splashing up, all the liquid is contained. It's a nicely blended smoothie, there are no chunks. It's very smooth, but you will be able to feel the seeds in your mouth, the blackberry seeds. And that's gonna happen even if you use a regular, standard countertop blender. Unless you use a high-end blender, you're gonna taste the seeds. But this is a very good job for an immersion blender. So if you just wanna make a smoothie really quickly, this'll do. You don't have to pull out a big blender. Immersion blenders are great for pureeing cooked fruit and vegetables. Now I'm gonna make applesauce. Peel a couple of apples. I'll cut these up and cook them. For hot food, make sure it's not boiling and the heat is turned off before putting the shaft in. They're nice and soft. I'll turn the heat off. I'll start blending on medium speed and turn it to high if I need to. Speed 10. You can see that's more than enough to puree the apples. I'm moving this around the pan because it's wide. It's best if you have a deep pot so you can just go up and down. And I just have a few apples. If you had this half full of apples, you would just put the blender straight down and then go up and down gently. And in just 30 seconds, you have pureed apples. You can see it's very smooth. Homemade organic applesauce with nothing added. Immersion blenders are great for hot soups, anything that you want to be creamy, especially butternut squash soup, and one of my favorites, leek and potato soup. You don't even have to add the cream with the leek and potato soup. The immersion blender will get it very creamy. The shaft and beaker are dishwasher safe. Don't touch the blade. Run it under hot water. The top motor part can be wiped down with a damp cloth if it needs cleaning. This Braun is not loud like a standard blender or a food processor. While using it, I didn't feel that the Braun was heavy in my hands. It felt pretty light. My hands didn't get tired, probably because it was really quick. The button is soft. I didn't feel any inconvenience pressing and holding the button. It's not hard to press, it's really easy on your fingers. So you don't even notice that you're pressing it. You saw how easy it is to use this Braun immersion blender. It helps you make a lot of things from scratch, quickly, like the mayonnaise and the applesauce. Whipped cream for your desserts, and salad dressings and soups. If you want to get this Braun, I've put a link in the description below. There are many high-end immersion blenders and higher-end versions of this Braun. It really depends on how much you cook and how much you plan on using the immersion blender. I think this simple model is enough for the kind of cooking most people do. It's useful and reasonably priced. If you like to make whipped cream regularly, then it's best to get this model that comes with the whisk attachment. There's also another model that comes with the whisk, a masher accessory, and 2-cup chopper. As always, I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.